Good evening. Welcome to Know Your Bible. I am your host, Billionaire Nderito. I'm joined in studio by
Christopher Mboro.
as we learn more about the Bible. Today we look at a very interesting character, Moses. Moses is a prophet. His story starts off in the book of Genesis, then to Exodus, and later on in Numbers and Deuteronomy. Moses is born in Goshen, that is Lower Egypt. He died on Mount Nebo, that is in Moab. He has two nationalities. He is an Israelite and he is also an Egyptian. He is known for the laws of Moses and the Torah. He has a spouse who is Zipporah, but he also has a second wife who is a Cushite woman. He has two children, Gershom and Eliezer. His father is Amram, his mother Jochebed, and he also has a different mother, the Pharaoh's daughter, who is his adoptive mother. His relatives, we have Levi, who is his great-grandfather. We have Aaron, his brother, and Miriam, his sister.
Now, the Israelites had settled in the land of Goshen in the time of Joseph and Jacob. But a new Pharaoh arose who oppressed the children of Israel.
And at this time, Moses was born, and his father is Amram, who is a descendant of the Levites. He's a Levite. And his mother was known as Jochebed. And Moses had an older sister who was older by 7 years, and that is Miriam. And also an older brother who was older by 3 years, and his name is Aaron.
Now, around this time, Pharaoh had commanded that all male Hebrew children born would be drowned in the river Nile. But Moses' mother placed him in a papyrus basket and concealed the basket in the bushes by the riverbed.
And this whereby the baby is discovered by his adoptive daughter, who is Pharaoh's daughter, and is raised as an Egyptian. And at this time we can see the sister, who is Miriam, being stationed by the mother, Jochebed, at the riverbank. And here she sees the Pharaoh's daughter coming, and she tells Pharaoh's daughter, "Do you want me to get you a nurse who is going to nurse this child for you?" And Miriam goes and gets the mother, the actual mother, Jochebed, to come and take care of Moses.
This one looks like it was a plan, because at the very beginning they knew that their son would die.
Yes.
If by any chance he drowned in the river. But you see, having placed the daughter there, they felt like maybe there would come somebody who will rescue the kid.
Yes, and also the child would look after the boy when he's still there in the water. At this time, Moses is 3 months old, because he was put in the river when he was 3 months, whereby the mother could no longer hide this child. Yes, and here we can see Pharaoh's daughter is taking Moses, and he raised him as an Egyptian. But then later on, in the adulthood of Moses kills an Egyptian. He goes and finds an Egyptian who was beating a Hebrew. And in order to save the Hebrew, he beats up the Egyptian, and the Egyptian dies. So I think Moses was a little bit very bitter with these Egyptians who are oppressing the Hebrews. And in order to escape Pharaoh's death penalty, he flees to Midian. And this is whereby he goes and marries Zipporah. Yes. And after this, we can see Moses now meeting with God.
Yeah. In the mount of Horeb, we can see God appearing to Moses in a burning bush and revealed to Moses that you can see when God appeared there. Moses went close to the bush and he was amazed. How could the bush not burning? And you can see the fire. And so that is when God called him Moses. Moses called him twice, and Moses said, I'm here. And so now God told him about what he has seen his people going through, and he wanted Moses to go and rescue them. And so Moses would even ask God, now when I go there, they will ask me, who sent you? And yes, I will say that I was sent by your God, but now what is his name?
And the Lord tells Moses, I am whom I am.
I am whom I am.
Yeah, so he gives him this name, I am whom I am. And some scholars have been looking at this, and they say that whenever we give our name, we give praise to God. You see, when someone asks you, what is your name? And then you say, I am Derito.
Yeah.
I am is the name of God. Yeah. So we put God before our name. This is something they were talking about, our existence. The name of God being put ahead of our name, that we are living because of Him. Yes, it is why we have our very existence. And here we can see God giving Moses miracles, the signs He's going to show at Egypt. The first one, He tells him, put your hand in your pocket. And when he puts it and takes it out, it's white. It is leprous. Right now we don't have this disease, but back then leprosy was a big deal. I think right now we would compare it with maybe cancer. Yeah. So at that time leprosy, it was a big deal. And when he puts it back into the pocket, it's healed.
Yeah, the next time removing it is healed.
So this shows the healing power of God among of all these diseases. Then he tells him, take your staff, put it to the ground, and it turned into a snake. Then he told him, pick the snake from the tail, and the snake turns back into his staff. Yeah. Then Moses asks the Lord, what if they don't believe? And he tells him, you're going to go to River Nile, get some water, and once you pour this water on the ground, it will turn into blood. This is a third miracle. But then Moses was a very funny character. He was thinking about the people back home, that is in Egypt, and the kind of people and how he used to see them live. You see, they had been slaves for 400 years. So he knew the kind of people the Israelites were. And he is afraid. He has met the Lord. He has seen the burning bush. He has seen the miracles. He knows that this is the Lord God Almighty. But he's afraid. So he says, send someone else. And here we see the Lord being angry with Moses. And he tells him, I'm going to give you your brother, who is going to speak on your behalf. And here we see the Lord speaking, and he says that, am I not the one who makes the people deaf? Am I not the one who makes them hear? Am I not the one who helps them to speak? See, and here we see the power of God, how His strength is in carrying out these different things. And Moses, he was afraid.
Moses was really afraid.
Yes.
He seemed like, I don't know, he was confused. He really tried looking for so many excuses.
Yes.
I'm a stammerer, don't know how to talk, Lord, how can I really talk to Pharaoh, and all that.
Yeah, I think it was because of the people back home. Yes, he knew the character of the Israelites. In fact, in today's world, if you are to go and tell the people that you have been sent by God, it is exactly the same case.
It would be the same case.
Yes, the people would take you as if you are just a nuisance. Yeah, look at the pastors who do kesha. They preach at night. They go all through the night. The people look at them and they say they are causing noise disturbance. In fact, right now we have such cases that are going on with our government. That the priests are being asked not to do these keshas, the preachings at night. Yes, because they are seen as a nuisance. The same thing is being seen with Moses. When Moses is being sent by God, he says, in his mind, he knows the kind of people he's going to face. Yes, so he's afraid, and he wants someone else to be sent.
Yeah, to take over.
But then he agrees, and he decides to go back and to save the children of Israel.
Yeah.
And on their way, when they are going back, Moses had not circumcised his children. So God tried to kill Moses for failing to circumcise his son. But then Zipporah was very wise, and Zipporah circumcised the boy and took the skin and touched the foot of Moses.
Yeah.
And here, Moses says that you are my wife of blood. Why? Because of this blood of circumcision. And here we see the power of the woman. The power of the woman. That this woman actually helped Moses.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the importance of someone marrying a woman who is of his own line. Look at when someone is serving the Lord, it is wise for him to get a woman who is who knows the Lord.
Who knows the Lord?
Yes. In case you are maybe an athlete, it is wise to get a woman who can help you in practicing your game.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is the reason why you say you marry the right person. Marry the person whom can go by maybe what you believe, how you do things, and all that, so that at least you can flow.
Yeah, and this is where we see Zipporah saving Moses' life.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. Because he could have been him too. And we can see that when he gets there, Pharaoh would not hear any of what God had said. We can see him hardening his heart so much. But then God made sure that he's going to subject Egypt to 10 plagues. And each and every plague, as it came in, Pharaoh would look so much overcome, and he would feel like, now this is the end of us. And he would ask Moses, let the plague be lifted, and then I let your people go. But you can see even the first one, the first plague that was water being turned to blood, he didn't see anything big. You can see
and the water has a very bad smell.
Yeah.
That is the river Nile.
And that one didn't change him. We can see frogs coming in, the second plague. We can see lice. We can see flies. We can see even livestock dying. But all this, he could not hear any. And we can see even boils. Even all his servants, all his people would get the boils, but still, that wouldn't change him. We can see hails coming in. We can even see locusts everywhere. We can see darkness filling the whole town, the whole area, but still he couldn't. The last one that now made even his son die, that is when he felt like this is too much now for us.
Yeah.
And he told him, you go take your people, take everything you want, and just leave.
Yeah.
By morning.
And the funny aspect is this. These plagues are seen in the book of Exodus, whereby Moses is talking to Pharaoh, and these plagues are taking place in Egypt between Moses, Pharaoh, the children of Israel, and the Egyptians. But then, when we go to the book of Revelation, these same plagues are seen, whereby we see the angel of the Lord when they blow the trumpets. They blow the trumpets. We have the water turning into blood. And then we have the land whereby the people get boils. The people get boils. And later on, we see hail. And this hail is so devastating on the land. And after this, we see the locusts coming in. Then this is the book of Revelation. Yes. Then we have darkness. The earth has so much darkness. And some scholars were looking at this, and they said that there is a very great similarity between the plagues of Egypt and the plagues that are seen in the book of Revelation. Yes. And here, the same story is being repeated, whereby in the book of Exodus, Pharaoh hardens his heart. But in the book of Revelation, the people harden their heart and they don't listen to the prophets, and they don't listen to what the Lord is telling them, and the people are not saved. Just like the same way we see the Egyptians being drowned in the Red Sea, is the same way we see people being cast into the fire, into the lake of sulfur. At the end, where we are talking about the book of Revelation. Yes, and this is a great similarity between the two books. Then we see Moses leading the children of Israel out of Egypt, and here we see God deciding to destroy Pharaoh's army when they are crossing the Red Sea. And something funny happens at this point. The book of Exodus 13, verse 17, the Lord God says this: I am not going to use the short route to take the people to Egypt, to Canaan. Instead, they are going to cross the Red Sea. And why does the Lord decide to do this? He says, because if these people face war, they might be afraid and want to go back to Egypt. And this same scenario can be seen in our lives today, whereby, in case you open a business, maybe a bakery, and it burns down, the entrepreneur is then afraid to open a different business. Yes, and this whereby the Lord sometimes delays our route, and He says, you're not going to use this route, you're going to use this other route, because if you were to take this way in creating your business and it fails, you will be afraid to ever open a business. Yes, and this can be seen in our day-to-day lives, whereby the Lord sometimes does not allow us to do things in a certain way. He changes the system and He makes us work in a different way. And this is something many people are looking at, and they say, why did it take the children of Israel so long to get from Egypt to Canaan? And this is the first reason, that the Lord did not want them to use the short way, because if they faced war, they would be afraid and want to go back to Egypt. Then after they cross the Red Sea and they get all the way to Egypt, to Canaan, they see the people being giants. And they are afraid. And here they get the second curse, and they are caused to wander the desert for another 40 years. And this is why the people took so long to get into Egypt. And maybe people can look at this and say, maybe it would not have happened that way. But there is proof that these people, when they lacked water in the desert, they said, why did you take us out of Egypt to come and die in the desert? See, a different time when they are facing war, they say, why did you take us out of Egypt? Why did you? We were happy. We were serving these people. We were slaves, yes, but we would not have died there. And this is proof that these people would have faced war and wanted to go back.
They would have gone back to Egypt.
Yes.
That is very true. But you can see at one point, even having gone through the route, you can see them at one point meeting with Amalekites. And here, war struck, and we can see them fighting. And they had taken the stronger men front, and as it went by, Moses had to lift his hand. And every time Moses lifted his hand, these people would warn against the Amalekites.
And they were being led by Joshua.
Joshua led them. And as time went by, even up to the very evening, they were able to defeat them.
Yes.
But the very time Moses would put his heart down, they were
beaten up. And then Aaron decides, let us lift Moses' hands. So they take some stones and put them on the floor, and Moses sits, and they lift his hands. And in this we can see the power of God in this war. That Moses lifting his hands and the children of Israel being able to overcome the Amalekites. And once he puts down his hands, the Amalekites are able to overcome the children of Israel. This shows the power of God in that war. Yes, and not just in that war, in every other war.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the things we face in our day-to-day lives, we have so much influence of the Lord.
But on a lighter note, I look at it as a punishment to Moses, because you see, whenever you lift your hand, you can remember even when you were in school, when you were young in school, and we are told that you have to kneel down, lift your hands. You taking 15 minutes having lifted your hands, you can imagine how you felt, the pain you felt, and you got tired and all that. So it looked like more or less like a punishment. But then God knew that this is the only way that you people can win against these people. So on the other hand, Moses seemed like it was him fighting the battle. He got so tired and all that.
It was his part in fighting this. And after this, we can see the children of Israel, they get to Mount Sinai. And here at Mount Sinai, they are given the 10 commandments by God. Here we see Moses talking to the people, and he tells them, do not come near the mountain. Yes, so he tells them where they can get closest to the mountain. And Moses goes up into the mountain, that is Mount Sinai. And here, God writes down the 10 commandments for Moses. And after this, we can see that some people were afraid. And they thought that Moses had died up the mountain because he had taken so long to come down the mountain. Yes.
Was it how many days? 40 days?
40. Yes. That's a month plus. Yes.
They automatically may have thought that this guy may have died.
Yeah, up the mountain. And the mountain is a mountain. It gets cold up there, and you can trip. And they could not go up the mountain. So there was no way of confirming
whether he's alive or
yes. They could not have sent a search party for Moses. And here we can see that they spoke to Aaron, and they asked Aaron to make them a statue, a golden calf, and they worshipped it. And this caused so much pain to Moses. When he gets back from the mountain, he is very angry. He says, what have you done? He even throws down the 10 commandments, and they are broken.
They are broken,
Yes. And here Moses takes these people who had worshipped the golden calf, and they were eliminated. Yes. And sometimes people talk of this, and they say the holy war. The holy war. That these people are killed because of faith. And they did not believe that Moses was coming. They did not believe in God. They prayed idols. And this is why they have their lives being taken. And here Moses melts down these idols and mixes it with the water and tells the people to drink this water. They were fed to the idolaters. Yes. Also, something very funny happens later on in the New Testament. Some scholars look at it and they say, when Jesus wrote down, whereby a sinful woman is brought, and he writes, he takes his finger and writes on the floor, and tells the people, whoever is clean, throw the first stone. And some scholars look at this and they say that the reason Jesus wrote on the floor, he meant that I was there when these rules were written. And some of them even go ahead and say he might even be the one who wrote these rules. When we talk about the Holy Trinity, we have God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. So when God is writing these 10 commandments to Moses, Jesus was there.
The Holy Spirit, I mean the Holy Trinity.
Yes, the whole Holy Trinity was there.
Sure.
We have God the Father big there, we have God the Son, and we have God the Holy Spirit. Yes. And here Moses now has now broken the 10 commandments, and they now don't have rules.
They don't have the rules anymore.
Yes.
And you know, this thing also happens in today's life because we tend to sway our beliefs now and then. you'll hear somebody come talk about God, and you'll see a group of people going to that route. But the very time that person now maybe happens to either leave that area or something of the sort, these people will no longer believe in what he was saying, will not go that route anymore, and either they fall back into being pagans, or they go to other churches, or they believe differently.
Yeah.
So whatever was happening in those days is exactly what is happening in today's day. But you can see now, after this one happened and Moses was so angry, later on, Moses goes back to the mountain, and God lights again the Ten Commandments on a new set of tablets. And we can see at later at Mount Sinai, Moses and the elders entering into a covenant by which Israel would become the people of Yahweh. Yeah.
And they would obey these laws.
Yeah.
Yes, and Yahweh would be their God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and this is a very interesting thing, that the Lord has forgiven these people after we have worshipped these idols, and now a new covenant is being made. Yeah. The same thing can be seen with the disciples of Jesus. When Jesus dies, he dies on the cross, right? Sure. Yeah. And he's buried. The disciples scatter. And now these people had lived with Jesus. Jesus was 30 years when he started his ministry, right? These people, they knew Jesus. They had worked with him. They had seen his miracles. But after he dies, they scatter. And on the way to Emmaus, they are walking, and they are talking, and they say, haven't you heard of what has taken place in Jerusalem? And this man is very interested in hearing their story. They are talking about the story of Jesus. They don't know that it is him. And after he breaks the bread, this is whereby these people know
who he is.
Yes, and they decide to go back to Jerusalem. When we have the children of Israel breaking the covenant, and they worship the idols, they knew God. He had led them out of Egypt. After Moses comes from the mountain, they are able to renew their faith. And now they say that Yahweh is their God. And they belong to their God. Sure. Yes. And this is a very, very nice covenant that is being instituted. Yeah. And here Moses delivers the laws to the Israelites, the laws of God, and he instituted the priesthood under the sons of Moses, brother who is Aaron. And now they have a royal priesthood. Now we have Aaron up there and his sons. And now they can take care of the people in the absentia of Moses. Because Aaron was supposed to take care of the people when Moses was on the mountain. In case Moses had died on the mountain, Aaron was supposed to take over. Yes, he was not supposed to lead them in idol worship. But now here, by being the institute of the priesthood being brought up, the people can continue with the legacy of Moses in his absentia.
True.
Yes.
True. And we can see that in his final act at Sinai, God now gave Moses instructions for the tabernacle and the mobile shrine by which he would travel with Israel to the promised land.
This is the Ark of Covenant.
The Ark of Covenant.
Yes. The dimensions are given on how they are going to make this Ark of Covenant. They are also told how it will be transported, who is going to carry this Ark of Covenant. The laws are made. Yes. But then we see later on in when we will be talking about David, they break these laws. Yes, and the one who holds the Ark of Covenant, he dies.
He dies.
Yes. Why? Because there are laws that are given on how this Ark of Covenant is going to be transported, the dimensions, and this is where the 10 Commandments are to be placed.
Yeah, true.
Later on, we have had very many people looking for this Ark of Covenant. In our generation, people are looking for it, and they say, some of them say it is on Mount Kenya, others say it is in Israel, others say it was taken by the Britain. You see, the land of Israel has been facing a lot of war. Later on, when we see Solomon, the time of Solomon, it was plundered.
Yeah.
Yes. So the people are looking for this Ark of Covenant. Yeah. I don't know what they are going to do with it once they find it.
You know, it is funny because if by any chance you are told that whoever touched it died, and then you're looking for it, you automatically touch it and die.
Well, they are lost.
Look at it that way.
But they are also lost. They are lost. There are people who can actually handle it. And the funny bit is this. We have on one side the people who are looking for the Ark of Covenant. And there might be on the other side people who actually have this Ark of Covenant.
With them, yeah, sure.
Yes. Because if it was not taken by God, it is somewhere.
It's somewhere with some people.
Yes. So in today's world, maybe the Ark of Covenant is with some people somewhere.
Could be.
Yes. And they are reaping benefits from the blessing of this Ark of Covenant.
Sure.
Yes. Because even in today's world, there is definitely descendants of the tribe of Levi.
Yeah.
They are there. Yes. The way we call ourselves the children of Abraham. Yes. You see, there must be descendants who know where this Ark of Covenant is. And maybe they even have it with them in their possession. Yeah. Yes. And here we now see Moses leading the people from Sinai, and he leads them into the desert of Paran. Yeah. And this is where we have the border of Canaan. Yes.
And from there we can see now Moses now sending some 12 spies into the land of Canaan. The spies returned. They returned with samples of land fertility. This land was very fertile.
Yes.
In fact, they came with fruits, everything. But on the other hand, they learned that the people who were there in that particular land were giants. They were very strong men. And so the people were afraid and wanted to return to Egypt. They felt like, now how would we get in there? How would we even defeat them if we had to? And some rebelled against Moses and against God as well. But Moses told them that the Israelites, that they are not worthy. They are not even worthy to inherit the land. And they would wander in the wilderness for 40 years.
Yeah, 40 years.
Yeah, until the generation that had rebelled against God would have died, and maybe their children now would be the people who would enter Canaan. And that is exactly what happened.
Yeah, and this is a very sad story, being that they had actually gotten to this land, the land of Canaan, the promised land. They were already there.
Yeah.
And here we see that the land was very fertile, and it can even be seen by the people who are living there. They were well built. In fact, they call them the giants. Why? Because the land was fertile.
Yeah.
You see, when we are talking about immunodeficiency diseases, we talk of marasmus, we talk of kwashiorkor. These diseases are caused by lack of certain nutrients. Yes. Sure. These people being giants, it shows that the land was able to produce everything that was able to make these people huge
and strong.
Yes, these people are strong because they eat well, because the land is productive.
Yeah, very productive.
Yes. Yeah. So these people have actually been given a very good land, and they have arrived.
Yeah.
But then they are afraid of getting in. And the funny aspect is this. These people knew the Lord. The Lord had caused the 10 plagues in Egypt. They had seen these plagues. They knew who was with them. When they were led out of the land of Egypt, there was the pillar of fire that was ahead of them. And this pillar of fire was a pure symbol that showed them that the Lord was with them.
Sure.
They had the cloud that would cover them
Mm.
during the day. And this cloud showed them the presence of God with them.
Mm.
And they had seen so many miracles being done by Moses. Moses touches the stone, water comes out of it. They knew whom they were with.
Yeah.
They had faced the war with the Amalekites.
Yeah.
Moses lifts up his hands. The people they gain great victory.
Sure.
See, these people, they had seen the power of God.
True.
What is causing these people to be afraid of getting into the land of Canaan? Yes, these people are giants, but they have the Lord. They have seen Him.
Sure.
Yes, and this can also be seen in our world today, whereby many people have seen how they grew up when they were children, how they got their wealth by the power of the Lord. They have seen how they have grown. But then, when they get all this wealth, they now start being afraid. They say, I'm going to lose all this. Why are they being afraid? Yet, it is the Lord who has given them all this, and they have the evidence.
Yeah, God has been with them all through the journey. They can see where they've come from.
Yes.
And all that.
You see a child who is born in the church, brought up in the church. The parents are church-going members. Okay, this person has been brought up in the church, right? But then when he gets a wife and gets his own children, he backslides, and he goes into the world. But this person knows the church. He knows the Lord. And then this person says that I have not been to church for the past 5 years. I've not been in the church for the past 10 years. But this person, before the 10 years,
he was a committed Christian.
So at this point, why is this person failing to trust the Lord? The same thing is happening here. That these people are lacking the trust, the faith
of
in
the same
God.
God. Yeah,
Yes.
the same God who has walked with them from the very beginning to wherever they are now.
And they knew this Lord.
So well.
Yeah, then here comes on a man. His name is Korah. And Korah, he's joined by other people. And they decide to revolt against Moses. And here he has 250 other people who have joined his cause. And now they are revolting against Moses. Yes. And Korah was a Levite. So he was able to serve at the table of the Lord. So he knew the Lord. He was able to serve before the Lord. But then he says, why is it you, Moses, you're going to speak to the Lord on our behalf? We also want to speak to him. We also want, we have a fair right in this kingdom of the Lord. And here they are now competing with Moses. Then Moses asks them, is it not enough that you're able to serve in the tent of the Lord? You also want the royal priesthood. Why are you not contented with what you have? You have more than enough. In fact, being able to serve in the tent of the Lord is a big deal, because many people would not even come close to it. Yes, but then they are not content. They want the royal priesthood. And now here there is a revolt. And these people, it's as if they want to take the power from Moses. Yes, and they say, we also want to be heard by the Lord.
Yeah, we want to talk to him directly.
Yeah, and here Moses kneels down before the Lord, and he says, oh my God, you know I have not done anything wrong. I have done what you have been telling me. And he tells the Lord, when these people come to bring you offerings, do not accept. So here, they have an agreement that the following day, Korah and other members are going to bring offering to the Lord. And whoever the Lord takes the offering from, whether it's from Moses or from Korah, then the Lord would, this would be shown that the Lord is together with this person. But then the Moses goes before these people and goes to speak to the Lord, and he tells the Lord, do not accept the offering of this man. Do not accept the offering of Korah. Then Korah and other leaders, they come to the tent of meeting, they bring their offering, and the Lord accepts Moses' offering. Then after they leave, Moses says this, that these people have disobeyed me, and they have disobeyed the Lord. If the Lord accepts these people, then they will die a natural death. But if the Lord rejects Korah and his descendants and his followers, then they are going to be swallowed up by the earth. And when Moses is speaking these words, the land opens up and swallows Korah and his followers. And they go down to death. They are swallowed up by the earth alive. And this is something that is very, very peculiar. The earth opening up and swallowing these people when Moses is actually speaking of these words. And actually Moses had told the people, do not go close to these people. Stay away from their tent. Stay away from their people. And these people are buried. Korah, his followers, the 250, and their families. And this,
and everything they had.
Yes, this is very sad because maybe the family members were not involved in this whole saga. Yes, but they are swallowed up by the earth. But it also brings up a very interesting concept of where is death? Where is hell? It is said that these people are buried alive. They are swallowed by the earth to go to their death. So where are these people going? Where did they go? They went alive.
They went alive,
yes. It is not said that they were buried and they died. No. It's told that they went alive to the other world. How far is it? You know, some people are looking at this and they were talking about it and they were asking, when you talk about heaven, how far is heaven? When Stephen is being stoned, he looks up and he sees the gates of heaven. So how far is it? How far is it? When we see Jacob, when he's asleep, he sees the ladder with the angels at Bethel, where the ladder goes up into heaven, and the angels are ascending and descending. How far is heaven? When we see Jesus being taken up, after his resurrection, he goes to see the disciples, he stays with them for 40 days, and then he's taken up into heaven. He just goes up. He has no spacesuit. He doesn't have machinery. He doesn't have a space capsule. See, he just goes. He doesn't have a rocket. He just goes up into heaven. How far is this place? When these people are being swallowed up by the earth and they go to their death, how far is this place? You know, some scholars have been looking at it and they say that we just don't see it. It's just that we don't see the other world. But these planes might actually be existing very close to each other.
Very close to each other. I guess something that we cannot see with our naked eyes. Our normal eyes. We really cannot.
When we talk of heaven, we talk of hell, they might be very close to us. But then we cannot see these places. Maybe because of the way we use our brains. Maybe because of the machinery that we have. Right now we have machinery that can see infrared. So it can detect heat signatures. Maybe a plane or a drone that is very high on the Earth's orbit can actually spot where terrorist groups are. It uses infrared. It can see the heat signature. maybe it's the equipment that we are using that makes us not see the other planes, not see where heaven is. Because Stephen could see heaven with his bare eyes, miraculous, of course. Jesus just ascended into heaven. The same thing happens to Elijah. He just goes up into heaven.
But my thinking would be that maybe whenever this thing happened to any individual, it happened in a spiritual way. Yes, he could see, but would anyone who was next to him or even close to him see the same?
Well, yes, because there is Elijah and Elisha. And Elisha tells Elijah, leave me your power. But then Elijah says, if you see me taken up into heaven, then you will receive double my power. You will receive double portion. Okay? And of course, we see later on Elisha having so much power whereby he takes an axe from the water by just adding salt on the water, and an axe floats. That's defying the laws of physics. An axe is metal, it's supposed to sink, it floats. We see Elisha raising the dead. We see Elisha seeing the army of angels, whereby he asks the Lord, open the eyes of Gehazi, that he can see the angels who are around us, right? So Elisha was able to see Elijah going into heaven. So yes, there are people who are able to see these miracles taking place when the people involved in the miracle are there.
Happening to them.
Yes.
But like you have said,
Yes.
open the eyes of someone so that he can see. So it is God who opens the eyes of this one person who is supposed to see.
Yes.
But in our own capacity, in our own thinking, we really cannot be able to do that. We cannot just be able to see heaven. We cannot be able to see hell. And I guess even these people who saw these guys who were swallowed by the earth, them going down, they could not tell where else have they gone. They could not even see. But maybe Moses knew. Maybe Moses knew where they were headed.
Yes.
That he never said. So it is God who opens.
But also they were afraid. Imagine the earth opening up. I don't think you would just stand there and watch where they are going. You would run.
Yeah, true.
So that you are not also swallowed up. Yes. Because definitely this is another tremor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Where we get a rift that swallows up. But the funny thing about this rift is that it closes back up.
Right there and then.
Yes. In case this was to happen in our world today, and a rift is created, and it swallows the people, where we call this a sinkhole. In today's world, the scientific name of this is a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Yes, that it just opens up and swallows everything that is on top of it. It doesn't close up. So this can be seen to be purely miraculous because the ground closes up.
Yeah. Opens up.
Yes.
Then swallows people and then closes up.
Yeah. And here we now see Moses now leading the Israelites east around the Dead Sea and to the territories of Edom and Moab.
Yeah, and we can see that there they were able not to escape temptations of idolatry. They conquered the land of Og and Sihon in Transjordan. And then they received God's blessings through Abraham. Prophet, that is Abraham.
Balaam. And here we see, this is where we first meet Balaam. And the story of Balaam is a very interesting story. We see, we have Balak and we have Balaam. And they are going to curse the children of Israel. But then the donkey that is being used speaks. And it says to Balaam, don't you see the angel that is ahead of us? And the donkey actually saves the life of Balaam, because Balaam would have been killed by the angel. And this is a very interesting story. See, Bible stories are very, very interesting. The donkey speaks. Imagine in today's world, you go to milk your cow, and your cow speaks to you. Maybe you are seated in your house, and the cow is out there, and it calls you by name, and tells you, "Hey, come and milk me. The milk is ready." this what is happening here. That the donkey is speaking to Balaam, and it tells him, "Haven't I served you well? All the years that I have served you, have I ever brought so much trouble to you? Why then are you beating me up to move forward? Yet I have stopped because of the angel that is ahead of me." This shows that this donkey was thinking. This donkey had been seeing the service it was giving to Balaam all these years. Yes. And this shows the intelligence of this animal. Because we can see that this is miraculous. The donkey speaking, right? But the fact that the donkey knew how it had served Balaam before this shows that the donkey was wise. It is not just about this particular incident. This donkey had been keeping this information. Yes. So how you treat the animals, how you treat the sheep, how you treat the goats, how you treat the dogs. This intelligence is stored with these animals. Yes. And this whereby if you are to leave your dog and you go away maybe for 5 years and you come back home, the dog knows it is you. Yet it is 5 years later. Why? Because it is intelligent. Yes. You know, man says that he is very, very intelligent, right? But man does not acknowledge the intelligence of the other animals.
True.
The intelligence of the rats, the intelligence of the snakes, the intelligence of all these other animals. When we talk about a tsunami coming up or an earthquake, we see rats move up the electric poles and they go and rest on the wires. Why do they go higher? Because they have intelligence telling them that we have a tsunami coming, we have an earthquake coming, and man has not even detected this earthquake coming. These animals are intelligent.
Means man would be so much amazed if only animals started talking, because he realized that they are so intelligent than him.
Yes. But then man believes that he's more superior, and that is why he takes advantage of all these other animals. I'm not saying that we should all be vegetarians. Well, the Lord is not a vegetarian. He takes up the burnt offering, and the burnt offering is an animal. Yes. And he also allows Noah to have the animals for meat. So I'm not saying that we should not eat the animals, but we should also acknowledge that these animals are intelligent. Yes.
On the flip side, we also have animals that eat man.
True.
So
the lions.
Yeah.
Okay. And here we see Moses being given a notice that he would die before he enters the promised land. This first happens in Numbers 23 verse 17, that he's told that he will see the land, but he will not get into it. This is the first time he is told of this. It happens a second time. That is in Numbers chapter 31 verse 1. And here, after they had won the battle with the Midianites, he's told that you will see the land of Canaan, but you will not get into it. Yes. And this thing happening twice means that it had been firmly decided upon. This can be seen by the story of Joseph. Joseph and Pharaoh. The Pharaoh has a dream. And the first time he sees the sheaf, the good grain, the good wheat is eaten up by the weaker grain, right? Then the same thing happens whereby we have 7 strong animals, the cows, and the 7 weak ones. And the 7 weak ones eat up the 7 strong ones. And Moses is asked, that is Joseph, he's asked, what is the meaning of this dream? He says, the two are one dream. And the reason it has happened twice is because it has been firmly decided upon that this is going to take place. It has been decided. There is nothing that is going to make this not happen. So where we see Moses being told twice that he's going to die before he gets into the promised land, it means that this had been firmly decided upon. That is not going in. Yes. And here we see that on the banks of the river Jordan, in the sight of the land, Moses assembles the tribes. He brings them together. And he delivers God's laws, by which the people must live in the land that the Lord is going to give these people. And then he passes over his authority onto Joshua. Says, Joshua, now you are going to lead these people. Yes. And after this, Moses then goes up onto Mount Nebo. And here he looked over the promised land and he sees it being spread out before him. And it was beautiful. And Moses at this time was 120 years. Yes. And he dies here. He dies on this mountain.
And so that is where we can see now Moses, the servant of God, dying there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord, because it was said, and it was said that he wouldn't even get into Canaan. And he is buried. In fact, God buries him. God buries him in the valley, in the land of Moab. And that is opposite
Bethel.
But no man knows where God buried Moses.
Yes. No one knows where he was buried. But then here we can see now that the Lord had given Moses from his birth, where he was taken and put in the water. They were afraid that he would die. He would be killed because of the decree by Pharaoh. And we can see the greatness of the Lord throughout the story of Moses. And everything that happened to Moses was planned. Everything had a reason as to why it took place. Why did Moses have to be put in the water? So that Pharaoh's daughter could take him up. Why was it that Pharaoh's daughter was to take up Moses? Because Pharaoh's daughter was able to educate Moses on leadership and other things. You see, when Moses is in Pharaoh's house, he learns, he is schooled in the Egyptian laws. Yes. So he is able to lead the children of Israel because he is wise. And this can be seen compared to other people. Talk of his older brother, Aaron. Aaron was not able to lead these people. In fact, when Moses goes up the mountain and they think that he's dead, he is not able to tell these people to follow God. He is pushed by these people and he makes the golden calf. Yes, that the reason Moses is being taken by Pharaoh's daughter is so that he can be educated. Then Moses is being taken out of Egypt and into the wilderness where he goes to serve Jethro, so that he can be hardened. He can be hardened so that he can be able to lead these people. Maybe Egypt had softened him because he was a prince. He was living the life of a king. Yes, because he was the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Yes, so he was living a prince's life. So he had to go to Jethro, whereby he could be hardened in the desert. So every step prepared Moses for the journey. It prepared him taking these people out of Egypt into Canaan. Every step, everything that he did. And this shows our world today, that everything that happens in our world prepares us for the next step. Sometimes we don't see why the Lord is doing this. You see, Moses would have sat down and asked himself, why did the Lord take me out of Egypt, where I was living like a prince, and bring me to the desert where I will be taking care of sheep, the sheep of Jethro.
Yeah.
He would have asked the Lord, why did you do this to me? The reason that we face challenges is because the Lord is preparing us for what is going to come up next.
Yeah.
And after that, we can look back and see why.
Yeah, he did all that.
Yes.
Sure.
These children of Israel, the way they were brought out of Egypt and the miracles that they saw on the way prepared them on how they were going to live in Canaan, how they were going to have faith in the Lord. Because there is the first man, Abraham. Abraham had very great faith. We have other people who had great faith, just like him. Talk of Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob had very great faith. See, there are people who came later on who had very great faith.
Yeah.
When we start off on the story of Moses, we don't see this faith in Moses.
Yeah, we don't.
In fact, Moses, by refusing to do God's will, where he's competing with the Lord until the Lord is angry, whereby the Lord asks him, am I not able to take care of my people? Am I not able to take my people out of Israel? See, when Moses is saying, send someone else, we don't see this faith in Moses. But as we move on, we see Moses' faith growing.
Yeah, and becoming stronger.
Yes, whereby Moses is now seen as this great man. The same happens in our lives, that every day we learn. Every day the Lord prepares us so that we can face something in the future, so that we can have a legacy.
Yeah.
Today we talk of Moses. Moses was here very many years ago. But we talk of him being this great man.
Yeah.
Yes. Why? Because he was prepared.
Step by step.
By step. Yeah.
Sure.
Step by step. Step by step. And this is the story of Moses. We have been looking at the story of Moses. We encourage you to read your Bible. Read your Bible, that you may understand the Bible, that you may see the goodness of the Lord and everything that he has done for us. And every day we learn. Every day
is a learning day.
Is a learning day. Join us on our next video when we'll be learning more about the Bible. Look at our pages: TikTok at Billionaire Derito, Facebook at Bill Derito, YouTube at Billionaire Derito. You can also send us an email, billionairederito@gmail.com. I have been your host, Billionaire Derito.
Yeah, with Christopher Mboro.
Till next time.